kind of exports to the rest of the world to Saudi Arabia.
See, what we say, there is no sect called Wahhabism. It's just made up. Wahhabism is just Salafi. That's what it means. But people, because you know, at that time,
It was a revival trying to get back to the roots of
that's
Islam.
it, because of when Sufism became widespread amongst the Muslim nations, and they start calling upon the dead people, righteous people, and all of that. So he
So you
started.
don't like Sufis?
My background is Sufism, but
Oh, your background's Sufi?
yeah, but I never practiced it like proper.
I think Sufism is synchronism often with folk religion. It's kind of like two things combined together. That's the way I understand it. Because there's a lot of Sufism from India, and they seem to combine a mixture from
Hinduism.
and it seems to be a
That's
mixture.
what they say. They say it's derived from Hinduism. Because in Islam we don't have this rahbaniya, or even this calling upon the dead people, or glorifying and magnifying righteous people, making them equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We pray directly to Allah. Even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we don't pray to him.
I have a Sufi friend, I've never understood it.
Yeah.
Tried for years because he's out there. He's out there, you know what I mean?
He's in a different world.
He's out there, man.
He's in a
on
different
another
world.
plane. So, you know, but I can understand, I'm a bit like that in a Christian because I suppose I'm Pentecostal, charismatic.
Pentecostal, yeah.
So I kind of like the far out stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that.
So why don't you accept Islam?
Because I don't believe it's true, I'm afraid.
But look, soon or later we have to live this life.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Yeah, you can. If you but according to this way anyway, you're gonna stand before God anyway, and we have to.
Yeah, we all have to stand
and God
before
gave
God.
God gave us faculties like intellect and natural inclination for us to use it.
But my faith is based in the historical accounts of Jesus. I believe that Jesus was a real person who really lived.
I believe that he was a real person, of course.
And I believe that he really died, that he came to earth and he died and he rose again. And I believe that's based on historical records. I don't believe it's just something that's been made up. I believe that we can trust the historical records.
But you know there were some early Christians who never believed Jesus died or crucified.
Well, the Romans didn't believe he died.
No, there was a Christians. There were Christian sects in Christianity.
They may well have been.
Yeah, they were.
Probably
I was watching the commentary about it not long ago, a few days back. They were the earliest Christians, without any doubt, who never believed that Jesus was crucified. None of that. Because even if Hebrew 5:7, if you know the Bible, Hebrew 5:7.
Don't go to Hebrews 5:7.
But that is clear.
Can I have my black folder out?
Is it?
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, Hebrew 5:7. Yeah.
Do you know how many times the book of Hebrews mentions the death of Jesus?
That's what I'm saying. The Bible is contradictions, full of contradictions.
No. What you're doing?
But I said.
You're doing the same thing you did with me last week.
No problem.
Cherry picking.
I will tell you. You read Hebrew 5:7 to us. You read it. Hebrew 5:7.
I know what Hebrews 5:7 says.
No, but people don't know. You should read it to them and read it to us to see what I'm referring to. What Hebrew
I
5.
might not have it in here actually.
Yeah, because why it doesn't? I see you. What do you call it? Pick and choose.
Don't accuse
He
me.
accused me of picking
Here
and
we go,
choosing.
here we go.
You picking and choosing on the Bible.
No, I'm not picking it.
So how come you don't have 5 Hebrew 5:7?
No, I'm not talking about that.
No, but come
I
on.
just didn't know whether I had the paperwork with me.
But you have Hebrew 5:7.
I have the paperwork.
All right,
with me.
okay.
well,
So let us read it. Watch this.
So how many times do you think the book of Hebrews mentions the death of Jesus?
I don't doubt he mentioned that Jesus died, everything, but I'm talking about Hebrew 5:7. Read it 5:7.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
No. Come on. That's my question was Hebrew 5:7.
We'll read Hebrews
Read
5:7.
it. That's our argument.
During
Hebrew
the
5:7.
days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers and petitions with fervent cries and tears to one who could save him from death. Now, do you know Greek, Shamsi?
No, carry on.
Do you know Greek?
Carry on.
Do you know Greek?
I don't know Greek.
Are you smoking pot?
Someone is smoking drugs. We're smoking drugs here, man.
I don't want to get stoned because I won't be able to keep the conversation.
I believe you're already stunned, man, with your Christianity.
And he was heard because of his reverent submission. Okay. So how do you interpret that?
This one, so listen to this, everyone, yeah? God hear us regardless if we are righteous or evil. Correct? God hear you.
You're not going to give me a chance to answer this.
Of course. If you lie, God hear your lies. If you speak the truth, God hears your truth. Regardless what you say, God hears you. So here it says, when Jesus was on the earth, in his before they tried to kill him, he prayed. Here, look, he says, during the days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers and petitions with fervent cries and tears to the one who could save him from death. And he was heard because of his reverent submission. So what does it mean heard here? Mean God responded to him by saving him. Doesn't mean just God heard him, because God hears you regardless if you are a righteous man or an evil man. So he mentions the reason God heard him because of his what? Because of his reverence, submission, because he submits to God. So it means what? God responded to him. And that's what Allah said. وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ إِلَيْهِمْ. Another verse, بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ. No?
So Shamsi.
شُبِّهَ إِلَيْهِمْ, sorry. But Allah said, Allah saved him and raised him up. So this verse is so clear.
Shamsi, okay, so Shamsi, can I answer that one? Can I?
Yeah, of course you can go back to it, no problem.
So Shamsi has done what most Muslims do, and I'm not being offensive to you. He's picked one verse from a book and used that one verse to make a point. Now I have down here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 18 verses. I have 18 verses from the same book of Hebrews that say that Jesus died. So if you have a book...
Can you deal with the 5-7 please, Uncle?
No, I'm explaining something.
No, but I would agree there is many verses speak about Jesus' death. But I wanted to... 5-7 was clear.
Calm down, it's my turn.
I'm already calm.
It's my turn to talk.
Yeah, as long as you deal with my friends. Alright, go on.
I'll get to 5-7 in a minute, okay?
Alright,
I'm just setting the scene, okay?
Alright, cool. Alright, no problem.
Setting the landscape.
To dive.
So, to who?
To dive, you're gonna dive, go on.
Dive, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So, we have the book of Hebrews, right, which mentions many, many, many times that Jesus died, okay? I'm going to give you some of those verses. Because what you have to understand is you have to take everything in context. You can't pull one verse that seems to contradict everything else and use that one verse. You have to read the rest. So let's see how clear it is about it. So it says, now we do see Jesus, who was made lower than the angels for a little while, now crowned with glory and honor because he suffered death. So that's from Hebrews 2, 9 and 10. So it clearly says that Jesus suffered death there. So, and then it says in verse 14, it says, since the children have flesh and blood, he too shared in their humanity, so that by his death he might break the power of him who holds the power of death, that is the devil. So then it says he learned obedience through what he suffered. And then it says in another verse, it says, to their loss they are crucifying the Son of God all over again. So it's acknowledging Jesus was crucified. Then it says in another verse that he did not, that he sacrificed for their sins once for all when he offered himself. And it continues right down to the very last one at the end here. I haven't read them all.
There's no need, because why?
No, let me finish. There are about 18 references, to the death of Jesus in the book of Hebrews. Let's read the last one. Now may the God of peace, who through the blood of the eternal covenant brought back from the dead our Lord Jesus, the great shepherd of the sheep. So you can see from this that the book of Hebrews clearly teaches the death of Jesus Christ. So to take one verse which you've taken, which is Hebrews 5:7, and selectively cherry pick that one verse and say this is what the book of Hebrews teaching.
I didn't say that. Did I say that? I already told you. I believe there is many passages in the Bible, in the Hebrew 5:7, tells you that he died. But I'm asking you what Hebrew 5:7 means.
So let's get on to Hebrews 5:7.
Yeah, go on.
Who wrote Hebrews anyway?
Huh?
Who wrote Hebrews anyway?
That's a good question from brother Paul.
He brought it up. Ask him.
Who wrote Hebrews? Why should we accept it as authority anyway?
That's a good question.
Who's the author of Hebrews?
He brought up Hebrews, not me.
I'm asking you. Why are you quoting it as an authority
Because
anyway?
it's an accepted book of our scriptures.
Who wrote it?
Paul, before you go to that, I'll let you speak, Paul, yeah? So what 5:7 means?
That's really not what the point I'm trying to make.
Anonymous testimony. Why should we accept anonymous testimony? You don't know who wrote it.
After that, you said, let Paul speak, because he's
I'm trying
much
to talk to you. You've got backup now. You see.
No, it's not
Why
a
did you
backup.
bring in your backup?
It's not about backup. It's not about backup.
You brought in your backup.
It's not
didn't you?
backup. It's not backup. It's just explain Hebrew 5:7. But he
I'm
mentioned good
trying
points.
to, but
Are you going?
get
Are you
there.
going? Go on.
Take any
Because
older
I've got-
deeds.
I've
Go on.
people
Go on.
batting in.
Go on.
Okay, Hebrews 5:7. Now we've seen clearly that the book of Hebrews says that Jesus died. Very, very clear. In fact, the whole book of Hebrews is about the death and sacrifice of Christ.
Hebrew 5:7.
So let's get to Hebrews 5:7. Okay.
Yes.
It says that during the days of Jesus' life on earth, he offered up prayers and submissions to the ones who could save him from. Now, the word "from" there is the Greek word "ek." Okay?
Okay.
I don't know if you know Greek, but that's what it is.
I do know Greek.
You do know Greek.
Do you know Greek? I said.
I know a little Greek.
That's why they show nations. You know what they show nations? Half doctor and half with the
I've studied this. I've studied.
So go on. Just explain to us what it means.
Do you
I'm a linguist. Yeah.
Do you want me to bring up the Greek
No. Just
Bible
explain
for
Hebrew
you?
5:7. Hebrew 5:7 clearly teaches them. Go on.
Okay, you're not letting me speak. So the word there is could save him out of death. That's what that translation, or from or out of death.
Yeah.
Now, if you read Psalm 16 verse 1, which is mentioned in Acts chapter 2, it says, "You will not leave your Holy One in the grave to suffer decay." So Jesus was rescued not from dying, but out of the position of being dead. Because the rest of the book of Hebrews clearly says that Jesus died. So
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This worse than 1 + 1 = 1.
Why doesn't it make any sense?
Wait, I'll tell you why, yeah? Jesus, when he was praying to God, he was praying when he knew people are coming to crucify him. So he's asking for what? For God to save him from what? From being crucified, not from being dying, then come back to life. Because God, Jesus coming back to life, there is many.
How do you know?
Hear me out. There is, historically speaking, I mean, based upon the miracles of God, there were people that died and came back to life as well. It's not special about what's his name, about Jesus, to be honest. So, as you believe, but my point is clearly Hebrew 5:7. That is, we have to understand, Uncle. One drop of a poison is enough to kill someone. Okay. I don't have to. No, but I'm telling you, Hebrew 5:7. So, what I want to show you, the brother Paul mentioned.
The way you treat it is poisonous. You treat it in a poisonous way.
Well, brother Paul mentioned good points. Why? I'm showing Paul is there. Yeah, I'm showing you that the one who wrote this Hebrew, you see clearly is there's confusion.
Shamsi.
I'm gonna finish my point now. Allow me to finish my point, please. Here shows you what. Either one person wrote it and he was confused. He had many texts in front of him, or it's been written by different people.
There's no confusion.
The fact that he says Jesus prayed to God when he was upon the earth, and he was what? Heard. Why he was heard? Because of his reverence. So therefore God doesn't hear you because you are righteous. Regardless who you are, God still hear you. Meaning here what? God responded to his prayer. By what? By saving him. Let alone the account of Jesus being crucified, there were no eyewitnesses. All of them ran away. Understand? So I will leave it here, inshallah. I'll pray to Allah to guide you to the truth. That is a clear cut.
When did they run away?
They ran away. They never seen crucified.
When did
get the text. Get the text for the account.
Shamsi, I'm asking you a question because you're making a claim. When did they run away?
Before he was crucified, according to the account.
At what point? Where?
Before he was crucified.
Where were they when they ran away?
Huh?
Where was it? Where did it happen?
What do you mean where?
Well, what was the event where they ran away?
They ran away when the Romans, according to you, when the Romans caught Jesus.
When they came to arrest him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they didn't run away from when he was being. So they ran away before the day of his crucifixion.
So they haven't seen it.
So he had to. How do you know?
Because of course, if you run away, give me a.
How do you know they didn't come
that.
back on the day of his crucifixion?
Does it say that? Doesn't say that. No, doesn't.
Well, actually,
okay. That's Luke. Did Luke see it?
So we've seen here.
Wait.
We've seen here that Shamsi picks one verse out of the book of Hebrews to try to build an idea when the book of Hebrews is very clear. As I've said, there's about 16 mentions of the death of Jesus in Hebrews.
We're already there with Hebrew.
So it cannot possibly be saying that Jesus didn't die. The book of Hebrews clearly does not say.
Yeah, clearly, look, Mark. Then what? Then all his disciples deserted him and ran.
Yes.
And ran away. You know what is worse? The one who's narrating to us that Jesus was crucified, he's not even his disciples. Paul, he was not even around. Paul, he was not even Jesus' disciple. Luke, who was not Jesus' disciple. Mark, John. So none of them. I'll tell you, Allah spoke the truth when he said, بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ. Allah raised him. So what I will tell you, Uncle, again, clearly that. You keep telling me, I'm picking and choosing.
You are picking
it's not about picking and choosing. I'm showing you.
This one and all
no, it's not. I'm showing you there's contradiction between the two because
there's no contradiction.
Clearly, the Bible was written by people that they had no clue what Jesus did. They were just narrating.
This is Islamic scholarship. They pick one verse, twist the
No,
verse,
I
and
haven't.
ignore the
No,
rest.
no, I'm not agreeing with the rest.
I'm afraid you really
I'm
do
telling
have
you.
to read the book.
I'm telling you. I read it, and I will tell you what. There were no eyewitnesses who saw what Jesus getting crucified. I'm going. Okay. Let's leave this. Why you don't believe Prophet Muhammad to be true prophet?
That's a different subject.
No, please.
But let me just say,
You're not gonna, bro. We're just getting around circle. There's no point.
you made a statement and you're not letting me answer it.
Oh, go on.
When the disciples ran away was when Jesus was arrested. But if you read the gospel accounts, some of those disciples.
Gospel of who? Sorry.
If you read the gospel accounts, you'll
Which
quite.
one? Which one? More specifically.
Shamsi, listen to me.
I am listening to you. That's why I said which one.
You said your friend clearly showed you that they ran away
No doubt.
when Jesus was arrested.
Yes,
but
mate.
if you read the whole gospel accounts, some of those disciples, it clearly says that they were actually there watching.
Which one? Which gospel?
John was there for a start.
No, John's gospel is not the
Jesus
no,
actually spoke to John on the cross.
John's gospel is not disciple. That's not his disciple. The one who wrote John.
John is not a disciple.
Yeah, the one who wrote John's gospel is not disciple.
John is not a disciple.
It's not. John's gospel I'm talking about. The one who wrote John's gospel, that is not Jesus' disciple.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not, man. I'm telling you. So
Anyway,
alhamdulillah,
folks, all I can say is when you read the Bible, try to read.
you get confused. That's why
Try
you
to
have.
read the whole passage. Try to read the whole chapter and the book. Stop cherry picking the one.
That's
verse.
what you do. You share and pick. I realize that first.
Nice to see you.
Anyway, Uncle, take a look after yourself. Yeah, may Allah guide you the truth. I mean. So what I was doing basically to clarify to people on the camera that it shows us why there's many contradictions. He said I choose, pick and choose. Yeah, it's not about pick and choosing. I'm showing you. Look, one passage said when Jesus was upon the earth, he prayed to God to save him, and he was heard because what? There's a condition. The reason he was heard because of his reverence. And you don't have to be a righteous man for God to hear you. God hears everyone. So what does it mean here? God heard him, mean God responded to his prayer. Just as we say, Sami'a Allahu liman hamida. Allah hears the one who praise him. But even if you don't praise Allah, Allah still hears you. Mean here, Allah what? Allah accepted the prayer of those who praise him. Subhanallah, same thing. Okay? By the way, you Christian brother? No. Muslim? Where are you?
It's me.
Of course you are. What's your name?
Toby.
Toby, nice to meet you. My name is Shamsi too. How are you? Where are you from?
From Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yes. Are you Nigerian? I'm Algerian. You know there's the African Cup.
Yeah.
Are you watching it? Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you believe in God?
No, I don't. I'm agnostic, I'll say.
But you believe without any doubt. I mean, when you reflect upon the creation and upon even your own creation, that this creation must have a creator.
Might do. Might.
It's not. It is certain. You know why? An example of that. Look, an example of that. That the fact that we can see in our creation, there is order, is programmed. Okay. For example, just a simple example to give you. So a phone. You know, I never seen the one who made this phone. Okay. But when